Hello people, I'm the Real Comic Book Gamer, and we just got all that EA Play stuff for Battlefront 2. There's a lot to cover, a lot to go over. I'm going to be discussing a lot of it, and sorry for the fact that my notes are all over the place. I just sort of wrote it down as I saw it in the live stream and stuff, so my notes are going to be everywhere, and I'm just going to be like talking about random different stuff for EA Play, so in case you missed it or some stuff that you might not have noticed, I'll try to get into. So yeah, let's talk about this, because a lot of stuff that looks pretty cool. So we got a trailer, an official like multiplayer gameplay trailer, and we got the live stream, which was like 15 minutes long, of just like this straight new game mode, which he didn't really say what the name of the game mode was. At least I didn't hear him. He just said this new 3-stage game mode. So basically the game mode starts off like the first stage is like the droids attacking Theed. Then they like need to move, like they need to escort this MTT tank, the multi-troop transport tank, into like Theed, and then they need to get past security and make their way into the palace, and then they need to take the palace, and that's how they win. And then obviously you win as a clones by stopping them from doing all that and making the time run out. So that is the new game mode that we got displayed on Theed. And in this, we got a lot of different, like, stuff to look at. I wanted to kill the person that was in control of the spectator cam, though, because this person switched every 2 seconds. Like, we didn't get, like, any really, like, good, like, meaty gameplay of anything other than, like, vehicles and, like, some heroes. Mostly, like, it'd be like, oh, cool, I want to see this class. Then the spectator would switch off to someone else 2 seconds later. It's like, I didn't get to see them do anything. I literally got to see, like I just got to see them take, like, 5 steps, and then whoever was controlling the spectator cam switched off. So that was annoying. But anyways, from what I heard from, like, people that were playing the game and everything, they said there's, like, a lot more of a skill gap now, and there's a learning curve, and it looks way different than the first Battlefront, how, like, the gunplay and everything was. It seems a lot more grounded now, not as floaty, not as arcadey. It seems very much less one-man army type unless you're like a hero. And even then, the hero seems completely nerfed compared to the first game, which we'd already knew that was going to happen because the developers talked about how they wanted to make the heroes not as good as they were in the first game, make them a lot more grounded and not as powerful, which to me, besides like say Bosk, Chewbacca, and like Darth Vader, you couldn't really say like any of the heroes were OP in the first game to me. Like they're pretty powerful, but if like a couple people banded together in like Walker Soul or something, you could take them down pretty easily. Like Bosk was generally just like the only one that was like really OP. The others weren't that OP. You could take them down pretty easily, and they could still like go on. It was a lot more of like how skillful the player was as the hero. If the person was really skillful, they could go on a big kill streak. If they weren't, they would get destroyed. It wasn't like some noob could take like any hero and be good with them. It was mainly like a noob could take like Bosk maybe and do good with them, but that was kind of it. So I feel like they had the heroes pretty good in the first game, but in this one they wanted to make them a lot more nerfed. But at the same time, they seem a lot more like you can get the heroes a lot easier now because they have this new system called battle points, and that's how you get heroes. So you can spend battle points on like vehicles, on like upgraded troopers, like you can get like a jetpack trooper or something like that, or jump pack trooper, or like a super battle droid, sort of like you could in the original Battlefront 2, how you could get the upgraded troopers with what you just have to like get so many kills and so many points first, and then you could do it, like sort of like how you could do that, how you could do with like the heavy troopers in Battlefront 2, the original Battlefront 2. They're sort of doing that now, so you just earn battle points by like pretty much everything you do in the game, like playing the objective, killing people, and then you can spend them. It's 5,000 battle points to get a hero. So if also there are 2 heroes that can be active at a time, because I saw like a Han and Rey active at the same time, so that's kind of cool in this game mode that you can have 2 heroes active at the same time. That seems pretty cool. Like you could team up as heroes. But one thing that I didn't really care for was it takes multiple lightsaber strikes to kill someone now, which yes, it did do that in Battlefront 2, in the original Battlefront 2, but at the same time, you were so much more powerful in the original Battlefront 2, like you're so fast and everything, to where in this, you're not that fast and you're not as powerful, so like, I don't see the point of having it take multiple lightsaber strikes, like especially if you're taking on like 3 people as like Rey, which you should definitely be able to do. Like you can just be left with like, you could be dead or left with like 1 health, because it takes like 3 strikes to kill each one of them, and they'll just be unloading on you. So yeah, I didn't really care for that. But the heroes, like Darth Maul, looks really cool, and they did make it to where like you can jump higher like you could in the original Battlefront 2. They did definitely seem to go back a bit in trying to make this like the original Battlefront 2, which I'm fine with. I love that game. I have so many hours on it, so I think that's kind of cool. But we might as well jump into the hero since I'm already talking about them. I got to see like everyone played except for Han. I didn't get to see like anyone play as Han. Maybe I missed that part of the stream. But anyways, I didn't see like anyone's like perspective of playing as Han. I saw like when they were spectating another trooper and like Han would run by or something, but I didn't get to see anyone play as Han. So anyways, you have Rey, who her abilities are Dash Strike, which is pretty self-explanatory. Mind Trick, which the developer said it confuses like the player to where like their controls sort of work against them. So I guess like if you hit like to go forward, you'll go backwards or something like that. Like it'll do something weird like that, and like it sort of works against them. It's hard for like the person to play. And then she has Insight, which is just like a wall hack. She can see through walls and stuff. And then you have Boba Fett, who has his abilities are For the Hunt, which is again another wall hack. He can see through walls. Then he has Rocket Barrage, which is self-explanatory, fires multiple rockets at once. And then Concussion Rocket, which again self-explanatory. And yeah, then you have Darth Maul. Darth Maul has Spin Attack, Chokehold, and Furious Throw, which are all self-explanatory. And yeah, they said like you can change the hero's abilities and stuff, but I don't know if they mean these abilities or if they mean like the little abilities under them. Like they didn't really make that clear. I couldn't tell because you see like on the page, you can see like different like, these things like under the actual abilities. So when they said like you can customize your heroes, I'm like, does it mean those abilities? Like could I change Darth Maul's like Spin Attack for something else, or does it mean the things below them that are sort of like these weird upgrades? I don't know. They didn't really say, or maybe they did somewhere else and I just missed it. Sorry if I missed anything, but yeah. We also got confirmed that there is split screen co-op for Skirmish, so Skirmish will be there from launch and it's going to be split screen, which I was kind of hoping for like a separate co-op mode instead of just Skirmish. Like that's fine, but like I'd prefer to have like an actual co-op mode. Maybe they already announced that as well or something and I missed it, but as far as I know, the only co-op thing they have so far is just Skirmish, which kind of sucks because like that's cool that you can do split screen co-op with a friend or something, but I prefer to have like an actual co-op mode because if I'm going to be playing with my friends, like I'm not going to be playing Skirmish. Like that's just literally multiplayer with bots. I'll be playing like multiplayer online with my friends. I'd prefer to have like a separate mode for co-op. I think that would be cool to have like a separate mode, but not what we're getting. We got confirmed that the first season, because they're gonna have like different seasons of DLC like most games have now, and it's gonna be free. They said all heroes, maps, weapons, and vehicles are free, so it looks like the Last Jedi skins and stuff like that are just gonna be like the stuff you have to pay for, it seems. So like if you want to make your hero look different, like if you want like a different looking Darth Maul, like maybe a Clone Wars Darth Maul skin or something, you'll have to pay for that. It seems that they haven't confirmed any of that, but that would make sense to me. That's what I suggested before in a video. But the stuff you don't have to pay for is everything that like affects the gameplay, like the different heroes, maps, weapons, and vehicles, which is awesome. They said no season passes, it's just going to be seasons of DLC, and they're going to be themed. So the first season is Last Jedi, which I think is pretty cool, and they said that we're going to be getting Finn and Phasma as our heroes for that first season. We're also going to be getting the planet from that we saw in the Last Jedi teaser, which I think that's the planet where it looks like they're like on those sort of pod racer type new vehicle things. Like I think that's the planet they're talking about. Not sure though. I don't remember the name of the planet. The John Boyega came out and said it, but I couldn't remember the name. I was like, what's the name of that? Like I couldn't really tell what it was. It was like one of those things. But anyways, yeah, we'll be getting Finn, Phasma, and a new planet. That's all for free, and that's just the first season. So I guess the next ones will be getting like, I'm excited to see what the other themes are. Like maybe we'll get like a Revenge of the Sith theme or something. That'd be pretty cool. Like we get Obi-Wan and Anakin to play. It's like that. Just I'm so excited to see what the other themes are for the DLCs and things like that. It's just gonna be awesome. And we also got in the trailer, we got a look at a bunch of different planets. We got Kashyyyk, Yavin, Naboo, which obviously we already knew about Naboo. We got what looks like Starkiller Base. It could be Hoth, but I'm pretty sure it's Starkiller Base because I saw First Order troopers on there, and we already had those screenshots before of Starkiller Base, so I'm pretty sure it's Starkiller Base. And then we got Tatooine, where it was Luke and Boba Fett. That looked pretty cool. And then it looked like Mos Eisley, which Mos Eisley was one of my favorite maps in the Battlefront 2. Like I love that map so much. Also, we gotta look at like what looks like Kamino in the beginning with the clone troopers, and Kamino was also one of my favorite maps in the original Battlefront 2, which I'm super excited for. And again, we already saw like concept art for Kamino, so it's not that much of a surprise, but still cool to see in the trailer for a bit. We also got what looks like Takodana, because you see Rey and Kylo Ren fighting, and it looks like it's inside Maz Kanata's like cantina on Takodana. Not 100% sure, but looks like it. Also, when you're on Yavin, you see Death Troopers, so that means Rogue One content as well, which I'm excited about. I forgot to mention earlier with the heroes that the heroes do heal. Like if you're not in combat, I noticed that if you're out of combat for a bit, the heroes do heal as long as you're not getting hit. So that is another thing to sort of balance out the fact that they're like completely nerfed compared to the first game. So yeah, but besides that, I don't think there's anything else to say right now. I probably missed a lot of stuff, but that's what I have to say, and it looks like a lot of fun. I'm excited for this game. I can't wait to play the beta. It definitely looks like it's going to be a lot more like team oriented and not as one man army like, which I'm excited about, and to see how good it just looks exciting because it doesn't look as much as like kill tears, like huge kill streaks like you go on in the first game, but you could still, like a skilled player could still do really good. And I'm excited. It seems a lot more like the original Battlefront 2, and I love the last Battlefront from EA, but I love Battlefront 2 as well, so I'm excited to see how this is. Also, if you're watching this, I'm probably streaming right now. If you're watching this like right after I upload it, I plan on streaming some Battlefront 1 right now, so if you want to join that stream, you can go ahead. I'll probably have it linked like in the comments or in the description below. Also, please let me know in the comments below, what did you think of this gameplay? Are you excited for it? Do you think it looks stupid? Do you think it looks cool? I want to know your guys' thoughts on this, because I personally think it looks really cool, and I'm excited. And dear God, this game looked gorgeous. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the vid, and I'll see you guys in the next one.